Hi friends, you're watching movie reviews with Raghuram. If you have not watched Freddy, go to Disney Plus Hotstar, watch Freddy there. Especially if you are a Kartik Aaryan fan, or if you love watching psychological crime thrillers. This is a movie, friends, which you should not miss, never to be missed. Kartik Aaryan, at the top of his form, has given a brilliant performance. Playing Freddy, Freddy is his character's name, Kartik Aaryan's character's name in the movie. Playing this role is not easy for any actor because this role has many shades, many layers, many personas in a single person, many characters in a single character. Such complicated and complex character is Freddy. Like we can call it as a Navarasa type of role where you get to display each and every trait of yours, each and every acting skill of yours, everything, almost everything. Except humor, I think almost all the other rasas he has accomplished in this movie, and he has shown why he is a complete actor, why he is in such a demand. I started loving Kartik Aaryan, the way he is choosing his roles and characters. Freddy will definitely be the most colorful feather in the cap of Kartik Aaryan because it is such a role. It is an author-backed role. In a way, Kartik Aaryan was lucky enough to get Freddy. Freddy was lucky enough to get Kartik Aaryan, I should tell. I cannot tell if Kartik Aaryan was the perfect choice to play Freddy, but after watching Kartik Aaryan as Freddy, I have come to a conclusion. I cannot see any other actor in the role of Freddy because all credits should be given to Kartik Aaryan for pulling out this role to the point of perfection, for going into the skin of the character and giving commendable performance in each shade and each layer of his character. Brilliant performance, no other words for Kartik Aaryan. So coming to Freddy, Freddy is a dentist by profession, a brave heart dental surgeon. Is very courageous in that part. We get to see the other aspect of Freddy also. He's a shy guy, alone guy. He's a shy guy, especially when it comes to women, girls. We can see him preparing his lines before meeting a girl. He's on a marriage app like Shadi.com type of some app for 5 years, and he is yet to find a girl whom he can marry. He is searching for some characteristics or characteristic features in the girl he wants to marry. He calls her as soulmate. He is not able to find his soulmate even in 5 years. He has met so many girls. He has been rejected for different reasons. But he is in search of a soulmate. Finally, one day he finds a soulmate. And life isn't so easy for some guys. Life has some other decisions for you. And in Freddy's life also, there are certain turn of events which happen in an unexpected way, which changes the course of his life. From a shy and serene person, Freddy becomes an animal with cruel instincts. He travels in the pathway of vengeance. So while the first half of the movie, Freddy builds up the story, the foundation of the story for what the director wants to show us in the second half of the movie, a big transformation and transition of Kartik Aaryan's character in the second half. The premise is set in the first half. First half is slow, so in the first half nothing much happens. The premise is being set, the characters are introduced, the chemistry between the characters is worked out, and a foundation is laid. And then comes a surprise, a big reveal at the interval. That is very important reveal. And at that particular point, Freddy's life totally changes. It becomes upside down. The earth beneath his feet gets shattered. And the second half, entire second half, is how he plans the vengeance against whom. If I tell anything more, it will be a spoiler. And his plan and execution of vengeance in the second half. And coming to the climax of the movie, you have 10 to 15 minutes of gut-wrenching scenes, horrible scenes like plenty of crime, a little bit of bloodshed also, which will definitely put us at a point of discomfort. So climax is a disclaimer for many of you. A crime setting is there which looks a little more than what it should be, it needs to be in a movie at the climax of the movie. So this is about Freddy. So it is a love come vengeance saga, but the treatment given to the movie is simply superb. As I said, Kartik Aaryan is the heart and soul of the movie. He has pulled out that perfect performance. I can call it as a 10 out of 10 performance Kartik Aaryan has pulled out. Many things which Kartik Aaryan has done in this movie, he hasn't done it before. So that gives a new perspective of, totally new perspective of Kartik Aaryan to us, and make us appreciate his efforts put into the role. You can see different shades, different layers of his character Freddy. The transformation of Freddy from the at the interval point, the different Freddy in the first half, different Freddy in the second half, and many transitions and also many transformations. How he switches over from a character, a mini character within himself, to another mini character within himself. The deep emotions, the subtle emotions, the hard emotions he shows, and the wonderful expressions he brings into his role defines Kartik Aaryan as a fantastic and a complete actor in the shoes of Freddy. So Kartik Aaryan has done justice to Freddy. After watching Freddy, you will not imagine any other actor in his role. As I already said, a pitch perfect role for him. So that is one positive point. The screenplay is tight enough, editing is smart, the length of the movie is also not big, the story is really engaging, the narrative is engaging, it keeps you hooked and booked, and you are totally engaged into the storytelling. The first half you slowly start getting connected to the story, and in the second half you are totally absorbed into the intense narrative. So it becomes an intense thriller. You would not have expected that to happen in the second half. That comes as a surprise. Everything which happens in the second half comes as a surprise, and that is simply brilliant. So brilliantly written and brilliantly directed. The screenplay is fantastic, I should tell. Number 3, the planning of vengeance and how Kartik Aaryan executes his plan is simply brilliant. Number 4, the movie is technically brilliant. Background music simply superb, stunning, and helps in maintaining the tension in the tension moments. So this movie is all about tension, especially in the second half. So what I loved about the background music or the background score is it creates tension and suddenly it pauses. So there are moments of silence also. That silence also has been given used to provide a lot of tension in the movie. So a clean blend of silence and that music, background music, which suddenly creeps in to give us moments of tension. In those tension moments is simply fabulous. Cinematography, undoubtedly brilliant. So the dark tone which was needed for a crime thriller is perfectly set. The scenario has been set. So all this, technically the editing is good, as I already said. The production designs are simply superb. Technically the movie is simply brilliant. And the next meaty role in the movie is of Alaya, Furniture Wala's role. She is the female lead in the movie. She also has different layers and shades to her character. I'm not going to tell anything about her fantastic role of Alaya F in this movie. Brilliant performance. She is not only cute and gorgeous but also has given a brilliant performance. Her chemistry with Kartik Aaryan is simply fabulous. What type of chemistry, you just watch in the movie. And Karan Pandit's role is also good. So the next best thing in the movie is you have a tortoise, a cute tortoise. Watch out for its role. It has a very prominent role in the movie, especially to give that deviation to the narrative. So the music is by Pritam Da. So it's okay, decent enough music. We don't require a good grand music and dance numbers in this particular movie. So having said that, Pritam's music is decent enough. Clinton Serajo should be appreciated for the background music. I already mentioned about the background music. Credits by name. Credits by name again to Ayananka Bose for brilliant direction of photography, cinematography. I loved it. Again, credits by name Parvez Sheikh for brilliantly writing the script and also for the screenplay of Freddy. And all credits to Shashanka Ghosh, the captain of the ship, the director of the movie, for brilliantly directing Freddy. So finally, my man of the match of this movie will obviously be Kartik Aaryan. I loved his role. He has nailed his character to the point of perfection. He has shown his vulnerable side. He has shown his strong side. He has shown his ferocious side. He has shown his merciless, cruel side. He has shown his romantic side. He has shown his good-hearted side, and also a creature like wild mode 2.0 version of Kartik Aaryan in the second half. But amongst all these things, even as he plans and executes the vengeance drama and takes it to the climax, and how he executes that vengeance drama and how he executes that vengeance with perfection, what I loved is his sereneness, his settledness. I would love to call it as a serene intimidation. Even at the point of vengeance, Kartik Aaryan looks cute, adorable, not like a killer, but he looks like a doctor or a dentist. But the clarity of the thoughts, the transformation of his character, the transitions and many transitions is simply superb. You can get that through his facial expressions, emotions, eyes, face, body language, acting. Brilliant, Kartik Aaryan. A big clap to Kartik Aaryan for perfectly portraying the character of Freddy. I loved Freddy, immensely loved Freddy. I'll not have any hesitation because it is a different type of movie which I actually loved from the first scene to the last scene. Yeah, one negative, if I need to speak, is the crime. I thought was so much of crime needed that in the second half, especially towards the end of the movie. If that weren't there, I'm not justifying the crime. If that weren't there, we would not have seen that face, that cruel face, or the cruel character portrayed by Kartik Aaryan. We would have missed that part of Kartik Aaryan's acting skills. Kartik Aaryan with Freddy has shown that he can get a perfect balance of positive and negative character from within him and portray those things in his character. Give him any character, he can fit into that particular character and give a brilliant performance. Yeah, coming back to the scores, I would go with a perfect 10 out of 10 for Freddy and 10 out of 10 for Kartik Aaryan. Thanks for watching my video. If you loved my video, can you like, share and subscribe to my channel. I'll catch up with you all in my next video with yet another movie review. Until then, do take care. Goodbye. Namaste.